Okay, so the final thing we're going to cover with Asana is duplicating the project. So you might say like, well, I want to use this for multiple clients, and you totally should. And then also maintaining everything, right? Like, how do you maintain it all once you have it all set up? So what I always do is I always come in and I make a master one. So we're gonna edit this really fast. And we're gonna call this a master one because I always like to have a master one in my Asana, um, because I like to just have a way to access like one that I can always refer back to, right? So what you'll do is when you're ready to duplicate it, you'll come into duplicate project, and then you can see that there are all these different items checked off. And you can decide, like, do you want the project members to stay the same? Do you want the tags to stay the same? Do you want subtasks to stay the same? All of that good stuff. Like, what do you want to stay the same? Before I do this, I'm going to cover real briefly how to create a tag. So what you could do is you hit Tab T and you can make a tag. So maybe this is a brand client, and it's just make a tag for brand, and then you can pick a color. So you go Tab T again, and maybe it's a brand in web, right? So you go web client, and then you can just pick a color, and then maybe it's maybe you'd say it is a new client, right? Just so you can just narrow that down really quickly, and you pick a color. So you can create tags really quickly. And what's nice is when you're looking to filter it down by something, if you're like, how can I find all my new clients for this month? You can just quickly search, like maybe it's December new client, right? Or maybe it's 2021 new client, or whatever you create those as. You just click Tab T right within the task, and you can create tags for that. So I wanted to make sure I noted that because when you're ready to duplicate the project, it's going to ask about, do you want the same tags in there or not? And the same descriptions, subtasks, attachments, all that good stuff. So we do want all of that in there. And it's going to say duplicate right now. And then you just rename it, right? So you go into client name, and maybe it's brand and web design, whatever that looks like. And then you can create the new project. And it's good to go. So one other thing we'll note on too, so this is the brand new one, so obviously it takes a couple minutes to get everything in there, is you can create teams. So something I want to make sure I note with teams. So the way Asana is that you have to have like, you can't have a Gmail account in order to have the teams feature. So you have to have like a website domain. So like hello@dahliaorth.com or hello@carlyanna.co. Like that will allow you to have the teams feature versus like dahliaorth@gmail.com. Gmail.com makes it, in Asana's mind, it's like it's a personal account versus like a business account would be like a dahliaorth.com, right? So that is a big thing to note, is that if you don't have a domain name like that yet, you may want to have that, because the teams feature is really nice because you can have multiple teams under here. So right here, we just have design, and then you have all these projects underneath. But maybe you're like, I want another team. I want to have a team just for like internal projects, and then you can have a bunch of boards under that. But you can't have all of that unless you have an account with like a domain name like a dahliaorth.com or a carlyanna.co. So for now, though, this is all under the designs team. But what's nice is you can actually move these around too. You can organize those around. Again, drag and drop, beautiful thing. And then you might just have one team that is just 2021 clients, right? And you can have all of your clients under there. And then you can have, if they're a brand and web design client, or if they're just a brand client, you can really make it your own. And so again, if you wanted to adjust this template for your client, you would just come in here and you could say like, we're not going to do a strategy session, so we're just going to delete that whole section. Or maybe they are just brand and not web, right? And so you're like, we actually don't need a website for this client. We're going to delete that whole section. So that's what's really nice, is that once you come in here and you duplicate that project, then it's just a matter of, okay, what do I need from this template and what don't I need? What can I keep? What can I get rid of? To pare it down a little bit more, or you can keep it all, whatever that looks like for you. And so one other thing too is you want to make sure you come in and note when you like how to use Asana for your clients. One thing I always tell people, especially when I do system setups, is I always try to create a training video for my clients to refer to if they've never been in Asana before. So like how to create an account in Asana, how to navigate just briefly around how to find certain things in Asana, all of that good stuff. You just want to make sure that that is like if that will be a valuable resource for your clients. That's what I will say, is that if they've never used Asana and you want them to interface with you in Asana, make sure to take the guesswork out of it, right? That's the biggest theme in all of this, is to just create a brief training video of like, hey, I want to walk you through your entire template for our branding process. And I want to show you how to like communicate with me in here. I want to show you where you can find certain files. I want to show you where, if I assign you to something, how you can find what you've been assigned to and what the due date is. Like all of those things, similar to what I'm doing with you guys, is I'm showing you how to use all of this so that it can be of value to you and your business. So making sure you do that with your clients too, and then you can just link that video right in there for them and then make it a part of your onboarding process. So it's been such a joy to teach you guys all of this. And I am so excited to hear about all the things that are going to happen in your business. So excited to hear how these tools will help you in your business, and to just hear like how this will help you streamline more and track more and keep everything on task a little bit more. And I just cannot wait to see everything you accomplish.